Three, two, one, action. Hello and welcome to Healthy Eating November's podcast, a special episode for all of us who wish to eat healthy and stay healthy, as well as for those who are eager to lose some weight. Actually, my stomach is growling. My name is Gabriella from 6 Dynamic, and my name is Elijah from 6 Dynamic. Actually, my stomach is growling now. What shall I have for lunch later? Shall I order crispy chicken, double cheeseburger with fries, or pepperoni pizzas from GrabFood? The thought of eating them is making me want to drool. Seriously, do you eat all those foods every day? They can be real fattening and unhealthy. Well, I do know those foods are unhealthy. They are super oily, salty, large amount of preservative, but don't you think they taste so good? I wonder what you want to eat for lunch later. Hey, mind you that we're talking about healthy eating today. Let me tell you what I'm going to have for lunch today. Listen carefully. I'm going to be eating some chicken breast, broccolis, bell peppers, green peas, and carrots stir-fried with a little olive oil, garlic, and soy sauce. Served over brown rice, a few slices of pineapple for a sweet side, and a glass of plain water. Sounds healthy enough? Yeah, very healthy indeed. But I wonder, how can we resist from eating all the fast food and junk food and start practicing a healthy diet? Healthy diet always seems so ill to me. Lots of vegetables, lots of fruit, literally turning me into a goat. Bad. Less salt, less oil, less MSG, less sugar. Oh God, tasteless food. Well, I guess we really need someone who's an expert like a dietitian, a nutritionist, or a food specialist to educate us on the importance of healthy eating. Yes, I agree. I think we need a lecture from one of them so we can stop munching tons of junk food. Tell you what, we are so fortunate to have one with us today. Oh really? I can't wait to meet this person. I have loads of questions to ask her. Please hurry up. Hey, calm down, my dear. Give me a chance to introduce her so that all of you can get to know her better. Dr. Nurul Huda binti Razali has been a lecturer and a dietitian at University Kebangsaan Malaysia for the past 11 years, having experience in catering and food service as well as clinical dietetics. After receiving her bachelor's degree in dietetics, she pursued her postgraduate studies in the US and has obtained the US Registered Dietitian Nutritionist Association. She has also served as a consultant for many big companies on weight management and wellness programs. She has also served on the Malaysian Dietary Guidelines Committee, giving presentation on nutrients, dietary management, food preparation and health, cooking demonstration, and even appeared on a television show. Dr. Huda is currently the Honorary Secretary of the Malaysian Dietitian Association. Wow, she sounds amazing. She's definitely an expert for our topic today. I have lots of questions to ask her. When shall we invite her now? I can't wait to meet her. Of course, Kiaralites Podcast would love to introduce our wonderful guest speaker today. Let's welcome Dr. Nurul Huda binti Razali. Hello.
Hi. Hi, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us today. As you know, we are here to be educated about the importance of healthy eating. But before we go into it, why did you choose to become a dietitian?
Okay, that's a good question. But before I answer that, thank you very much for having me. A short answer to that: why I wanted to become a dietitian. First, well, because I love food. You cannot be a dietitian if you do not like to eat food. You have to be very knowledgeable about food. Second, because I like to be in the healthcare setting. Being a dietitian, you are actually one of the healthcare professionals, working together with doctors, nurses, and other healthcare professionals. And lastly, because I like to help people. Okay, and I love to talk. Okay, if you want to be a dietitian, you must love food. Okay, you must be passionate in helping people to improve their health, and you must love to talk just like both of you.
That is really inspiring. I think I will consider being a dietitian too. Besides helping people eat and stay healthy, I would also stay fit through eating well. Let's begin our episode now. As you know, many dietitians struggle with eating healthy, often choosing, often choosing sugary snacks and fast food over fruits and vegetables. This can lead to low energy, poor focus, and health issues over time. Can you briefly tell us what healthy eating is all about?
Okay, healthy eating is quite simple. Healthy eating means you eat foods that can give you all the nutrients, like good nutrients that are needed for you to not just improve your growth, but at the same time to prevent yourself from getting diseases.
Dr. Huda, why do we need to eat fruits and vegetables daily? How many servings of fruits and vegetables should we need to eat each day?
Fruit and vegetables. Well, fruit and vegetables in a day, we need to eat a total of 5 servings. Okay, that means 3 servings of vegetables and 2 servings of fruit. But sometimes, most people are quite confused. What does it mean by a serving of fruit or a serving of vegetable? To make, to make it easier for fruit, a serving of fruit is, for example, a piece of apple, like one orange, one apple, a piece of medium-sized banana, and when you are eating fruits that are quite small, for example, like grapes, right? Rambutan, those like around 8 pieces of those kind of fruits can be considered as one serving. And for vegetables, again, to make it simple, okay, 4 tablespoons of cooked vegetables is considered one serving. Okay, so for example, if you're eating rice with maybe chicken, you need to at least make sure you eat 4 tablespoons of cooked vegetables if it is cooked. Okay, so meaning that 4 tablespoon of cooked vegetables, you need to consume it 3 times a day. But it's not just limited to cooked vegetables. Okay, there are also more simpler way for you to enjoy vegetables. For example, you can eat raw vegetables too, like tomatoes, cucumber, salad, even like baby carrots. Okay, and why are vegetables and fruits are so important? There are two things. Okay, fruits and vegetables. One, they are a good source of fiber. Okay, and fiber help your digestion. Okay, we want to eat vegetables and fruits to make sure we have good bowel opening, okay, good digestion. And one more thing, fruits and vegetables, they are a good source of vitamin and minerals. Vitamin and minerals help us to prevent us from getting sick, infection, and generally to improve or increase our body immunity.
During clinical kesehatan lessons, we usually learn about the food pyramid for healthy eating. It somehow serves. It somehow serves as a guideline for us to maintain a balanced diet. Can you further explain to us on how a food pyramid can help us in preparing our daily meals?
Okay, sure, no problem. Okay, I think everyone can imagine a food pyramid in which the lower base is wider, and as it goes higher up, the levels are going higher up, it is smaller. So that means, um, and when we're looking at food pyramids, in this pyramid, there are uh, a lot of food groups. Okay, so when we are consuming our diet daily, we have to make sure that we include all these food groups but according to how much should we eat. That means we should eat more food from food groups that are in the lower levels of the pyramid. As it goes higher, that means you should consume less food from that kind of food group.
Eat less. I eat rice almost every day. Why does the grain section, which includes bread, cereal, rice, oats, and pasta, takes up a big section in the food pyramid?
Okay, this is a good question. Okay, if you are looking at the food pyramid that you might have learned in school or in your textbook, yes, at at the bottom of the food pyramid, Malaysian food pyramid, the level one, you will see that grain selection is at the bottom of the food pyramid. Okay, this is because well, we eat because we need energy, right? And grains, be it rice, cereal, bread, this is the kind of food group that provide us the most energy. Meaning that we don't want you to get your energy mostly from fats, from oils, from sugar. Okay, we get our energy from complex carbohydrate like rice, cereal, as I said. But actually, the food pyramid that you are talking is the old food pyramid that was actually developed in 2010. Okay, in 2020, in 2000, in 2020, the Ministry of Health has actually come up with a new food pyramid. So you know, well, after this, maybe you can Google Malaysian Food Pyramid 2020, and in this food pyramid, you will see that actually these grains has actually been brought up one level. So now instead of being at level one, it is at level two. So the question now, so what's in level one now? Okay, so now fruits and vegetables are at the level one. This is actually to one, well, to answer question like what you have in your mind. Like, well, people said that we shouldn't eat too much rice, but why? Grains are put in level one, and also to make it align with another tool for healthy eating that is called Malaysian Healthy Plate. Maybe some of you have heard about this, Pinggan Sihat Malaysia, with the tagline Suku Suku Separuh, okay, in which half of your plate should be from grains, okay, carbohydrate source, can be rice, bread, cereal, pasta. Quarter of it should be from protein, and half of it should be fruit and vegetables. So to make it align, okay, between this Malaysian Healthy Plate and Food Pyramid, the Malaysian Food Pyramid 2020, you will see that fruits and vegetables are now at level one instead of grains, and grains now at level two of the new Malaysian Food Pyramid.
Dr. Huda, I really love candies, chocolates, chips, and soda drinks. Are these food included in the food pyramid, or can I still eat them? Are there any other healthy snacks that you can recommend, Dr. Huda?
Okay, firstly, well, it is not uncommon for especially kids to love candies, to love chips. Okay, it's very common. Not just you, even my kids love candies, love chips. But of course, these kind of snacks are not the best. Okay, and if you see at the food pyramid, it is on the top of the pyramid, meaning that we only need this kind of food only in a small quantity, and it should not be the major source of our energy throughout the day. Okay, so as I said, you can consume, but you need to restrict. Okay, as human, it's very common for us, you know, we have cravings, we sometimes we would want to eat chocolates. Okay, it's all about the frequency, how frequent and how much. Okay, if you can control your portion, uh, uh, and then Alternately, you can also have any other kind of healthy snacks, such as fruits, okay, vegetables. I mean, vegetables. I mean, like some kind of like maybe raw vegetables. But I think that one of the easiest snacks is a healthy option are fruits, because fruits are actually these are natural sugar. So if you are craving something sweet, actually fruits are good option. But as I said, it's not that I'm saying that absolutely no candies, no chips. Okay, you need to make sure to control your portion, and of course, you need to have the knowledge that this cannot be consumed regularly, and it is not a good source of energy for your diet.
How can we make sure we're getting enough healthy foods each day?
Okay. How do you make sure you can get healthy foods every day? Remember I told you about Malaysian healthy plate, Pinggan Sihat Malaysia. So dietitians and nutritionists, we increasingly use this healthy plate as a more simple education tool, okay, to educate people on how to eat healthy. Okay, so it's a plate. So, for example, you might in a day, maybe you will, it's good to have regular meal in which you will have like three main meals: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And you have to make sure in your plate you follow the tagline, Suku Suku Separuh. Okay, in which one fourth or quarter of your plate is grains, carbohydrate, one quarter of it is protein. It can be chicken, it can be fish, it can be eggs, it can be tofu, it can be tempeh, any kind of protein that you learn, when you learn food pyramid, right? And you have also to make sure that half of your plate is filled with um, fruit and vegetables. So if you follow Pinggan Sehat Malaysia, you know that you are eating healthily.
Dr. Huda, my mom keeps nagging me each day to drink water. She makes sure I finish all my water from my water bottle before I get home after school. Is drinking water part of healthy eating? How much water should I drink each day?
Okay, yes. Water is also a part of healthy eating. It's very important. And when we're talking about water, water here means plain water. Okay. Why do we need water? First, because we need to hydrate ourselves. We don't want to be in a state of dehydration where your body will be kind of like dry, especially at your age where you can be very active. Some of you might play sports, or even like, some of you still like running around. So you really need a good hydration. Okay. In a day, how much water should you drink? Generally, the guideline is for you to at least consume 8 glasses of water per day, and each glass means 250 ml of water. So in a day, typically, the guideline says that we need to drink around 2 liters of water per day, and as I said, water means plain water. Okay.
Kids like us are constantly advised by our parents and teachers to eat healthy food and maintain a balanced diet. Is it true that we might fall sick easily, suffer from poor academic performances, and delayed growth if we don't practice healthy eating? How does that happen?
Yes, that's true. That if you don't maintain a balanced diet, or if you don't eat healthily, there will be consequences. In one, in terms of delayed growth, how can this happen? Okay, we don't just need carbohydrate; we also need protein. Protein is very important. It's like, when you have when you want to build a house, protein is like the building bricks. Okay, it's very important for you to develop your muscles. So if you don't eat enough protein, especially again at your age, okay, if you don't eat enough protein and also calorie, okay, in terms of carbohydrate, this may delay your growth. You might be you I mean you might not be as tall as you should be. Okay. And the other thing about you might fall sick easily. Yes, remember when I talk about why it is very important to eat vegetables and fruits, because vegetables and fruit will provide you with vitamins and minerals, increase your body immunity, okay, prevent you from getting sick. And lastly, about academic performance. Yes. Okay, poor focus. Yes. Um, I'm not sure whether or not you have heard or learned about iron. It's a kind of micronutrients. Okay, iron is important because if you don't eat enough high food high in iron, okay, you might get anemia. Okay, in which your red blood cells are low in your body. This might make you being less focused. Most students, when they are anemic, especially girls, okay, especially girls, if you don't eat enough protein and enough food rich in iron, you might be anemic. You might get anemia, and one of the symptoms is lack of focus. It is because um, when you have less red blood cells, meaning that there are less oxygen, okay, circulating in your body, including your brain. Okay, um, um, this might lead to poor focus. Okay, you might feel like very sleepy. You might feel like you can easily just not focusing in class.
Thank you so much Dr. Huda, for sharing so much information with us about healthy eating. I really learned a lot. I shall know not to eat burgers for lunch later. Next, to our friends who are watching this podcast, let's create a food pyramid in pairs so we can identify the different food groups and recommend portions to eat from each group for a balanced and healthy diet.
By the end of the session, you have to submit your food pyramid to the teachers in charge.
Three winners will be selected and you will receive a mystery gift from us.
Dr. Huda, before we end this session, do you have any advice for us all?
My only advice is you should enjoy variety of fruits, okay, and eat healthily. Eat healthily doesn't mean you do not enjoy variety of foods. The more you enjoy variety of foods, the more likely that you would include all of the food groups needed in your diet. So happy eating, I would say.
Thank you, Dr. Huda, for your insightful sharing and educating us about healthy eating. So, friends, this is all from us today. Stay tuned for our next episode with more interesting topics.
Till then, this is Azulaika
And Gabriella,
signing off Kiaralites Podcast. Bye!
Good job. Okay.